Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm super excited. This is my first process video as a part of the Felicity Jane Creative Team, and I'm jumping right in, starting with their journal challenge prompts they've got going on over at the website, which I'll have linked down below for you guys. And I'm going to be documenting these in a traveler's notebook. So this one is from the Lola kit this month, and I really quick wanted to show you how I've been recently altering these inserts. I had some questions about this. So I found that I was stuffing these way full and they just weren't functioning with all of the dimensional items I was putting in them. So my last insert I cut apart and added some binder rings to, and so this one I'm going to just right out the gate do the same thing too. So I've pulled apart the insert and I'm cutting apart the pages so that I can hole punch and add some binder rings. Now this does make it so that it doesn't really fit in a traditional traveler's notebook type system any longer, but it allows me to add little extra pieces, take pages out to work on them. It'll expand as I add dimensional pieces. So I think it's just going to work much better for how I create in these. Now, this insert in particular is a new one, and it's going to be all about me, which I know sounds kind of self-centered, but I know a lot of us that memory document, we focus on our kids and our pets and our adventures and our travels, but we don't very often journal about ourselves. And so with the prompts this month, I wanted to create a whole insert with those prompts about me. And that way my kids, my grandkids in the future can kind of look back at that and just see some of the things that pertain to who I am. So the prompts on the challenge this month work perfect for that, and they're things like write a letter to your future self, write a daily routine, what made you smile today, who has your heart and why. So they're things that really prompt some story journaling, and you can document, fun photos that maybe don't use a whole story, maybe your favorite coffee drink or your favorite lunch spot or something like that. And then you've got those journaling prompts to kind of prompt the story for that layout. So you can see here I've added those rings, and now I can take pages out and work on them. This particular insert from Felicity Jane does have 32 pages, and there are 30 prompts for this challenge, so there'll be plenty of space to do this whole challenge in this notebook. So I pulled for this first page is for the prompt, write a letter to your future self, which I will add here in a second. But the very first page of this, I wanted just to be a here I am, here's a quick snapshot of who I am kind of page. So I have this selfie photo that I printed in black and white. That way I could easily pick whatever color products to kind of go along with it. And these are, this is the paper from the Lola kit, and then those branding strips are the strips from the Lola kit papers. And it's funny, I don't normally work with colors like yellow and green. That's not something I'd automatically be drawn to, but I really wanted to use that Hello, My Name Is die cut piece from the Gina kit from last month, and it had that green. And so I started pulling things out of my Felicity Jane supplies with those yellows and green, and I love that I can use several different kits, and they all kind of have colors that are similar, and it's so easy to create with. So even though these aren't traditional colors for me, I had no problem putting this page together with these products. And so I love trying to use up every little bit of those kits. So like these branding strips are just an easy way to add some pops of color to this page. I wanted to leave myself some room to add little story details, and I'll be showing you how I insert the letter portion of this prompt challenge here in a minute, but we're just kind of focusing on a hello page, who I am. That wood veneer ampersand is from the Felicity, or from the Henley kit, I believe, which is a few months ago at the beginning of the summer. And I looked on the website, it doesn't look like those particular wood veneers are available any longer, but I wanted to shop my stash. So what I do is I separate out and put the current month's products all in a container together. And then as I finish that month, they all get dumped into an acrylic drawer together that I can kind of rummage through and dig through. So you'll see I've got some stuff off to the left-hand side that are from past kits, and then that kind of teal colored container off to the right has all of the current Lola kit supplies in it. Now I do have the Gina stamp set off to the left there. I had thought about using the floral stamp as a background image, but I just ended up with a lot already happening on this page, so I ended up not using that. but I'm just adhering these strips down. I am fairly new to Traveler's Notebooks. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. I just started documenting in Traveler's Notebooks at the beginning of the summer. So this whole process of layering things and documenting photos is pretty new to me. So things kind of take a little longer than they might do for some other people, but the Felicity Jane products just make it so easy to mix and match. You can see on the left-hand side here are the Gina puffy stickers. So this is last month's kit, but it has those yellows and greens that match with some of the products from the Lola kit. So I like that I could pull some of those things that I didn't use last month and kind of combine them. So I'm looking at those floral puffy stickers, which really pair well with the puffy alphabet stickers from the Lola kit. And like I said, the yellows and greens were not my traditional colors, so I hadn't used some of these products from last month before. I am kind of struggling with this trapped white space down here. I'm not wanting to cover up my photo too much, but I think we get it. I love that hello, my name is. I don't know that I would use that in any other way, and it worked perfect for this kind of intro page in this notebook. So here are the puffy alpha stickers from the Lola kit this month. They are super cute. I'm all about tile alphas, and these have dimension to them, which is absolutely fine to use in this insert now that I have ring bound it. I've got plenty of room to play. So I went ahead and put my name down there. I am going to use a liquid adhesive to attach the chunkier bits like the wood veneer just to make sure everything stays adhered down. And over the next 30 days, I will be sharing some video processes for this project and also sharing on my Instagram at LindseyDecor413. So if you are new to me and new to my channel through Felicity Jane, definitely check that out and follow along. I will be sharing little bits and pieces about me that maybe some of you didn't already know, so it'll be kind of fun. These chipboard pieces down here that say brave, creative, passionate, those are from the Lola kit this month. And you could use them just as accent pieces on your spreads, but I'm going to use them paired with the stickers to kind of Mad Lib style do some statement phrases down here. So it'll say, hello, my name is Lindsey Lanning, and I am brave, I am creative, and I am passionate. So I love that you can kind of Mad Lib those and use those to guide your journaling or titles there. So off over here on the side, I'm working on creating an envelope, and I am using my scoreboard. It has this tool here where I can create an envelope. So I am creating, I believe this is a 4-bar envelope, and it has the measurements and things on there. So I could make sure that it was a big enough envelope to fit in my insert, but not so big that it would stick out of my insert. And I am using one of the papers from the Lola kit this month. I love the scallop detail on here, and I wanted more of it to show up on the envelope than what ended up being on there, but that's okay. It just adds a little something so it's not just a plain colored envelope. And this is going to be where I add my letter to my future self. So I am giving myself plenty of room to write out a full-length letter with any kind of private thoughts or things that I want on there, and then can stick it into my notebook. I didn't want to be constrained to just what I could fit on that like 4x8 page of that Traveler's Notebook insert. And again, this is a great reason for switching your Traveler's Notebook inserts into a ring binding, because then you can add fun little bits like this very easily. So I am going to go ahead and hole punch this envelope that I created, and that way I can stick it right into that insert piece. I'm going to add some details with the Lola stamp set, and there's this piece that says remember this, and I didn't want to add too much to this envelope because I'm going to be documenting on the page underneath it also, and so I wanted it to have, you know, some detail to it, but not going too crazy decorating it. So I pulled out this frame from the Lola die cuts, and I'm going to use that frame to kind of jazz up the stamping that I'm going to do. I am going to use a stamp platform to stamp because now this envelope is pretty bulky because it's been folded and made into an envelope, and I don't want to mess up my stamping at this point. So I'm going to use a platform just to kind of help me make sure that it is straight and that I get a good impression. And I'm just going to stamp with a permanent black ink. All the products will be linked down below, so you can check out those links and see what I used in the process today. So you can see I have that remember this. I can go ahead and add that frame to frame in that stamping. A great way to make that small stamp really stand out on this envelope piece there. And that's it. I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and you can see I can now stick it in. So you can stick in page protector pieces that you create, different ephemera pieces. I am going to have so much fun now with this ring bound system like this. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and journal day 2 of the challenge on that second page there, but there's a look at day 1. Super exciting. Go check out the Felicity Jane blog to see more close-up photos and how I put together this whole page there, and you can check out and see what the other ladies are doing with this month's kit. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Give this video a thumbs up if it was inspiring, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.